Tonight on Connecticut's news station, an outpouring of support from brothers and sisters in blue as they gather to remember a fallen officer. We're talking to the people whose lives he touched ahead.
And Hurricane Lee getting closer. The worst misses, but it's still a breezy weekend. Your full forecast coming up.
And scammers are targeting Connecticut with a new phone scam that sounds legitimate. We'll listen to what the recorded message is saying and tell you why police say you need to immediately hang up the phone.
Plus, today marks the start of an important holiday for the people of the Jewish faith. We'll take you to West Hartford as the community gathers to celebrate Rosh Hashanah.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We begin tonight in the capital city as people continue to remember the life and legacy of Hartford Police Officer Robert Garton. Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Brent Harton.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Hundreds gathered at Duncan Park this afternoon for Detective Garton's wake. He died in the line of duty last week, the victim of a car crash that also injured another Hartford officer.
Fox 61's Gabby Molina is live at the Hartford Police Department tonight with more on how the fallen detective is being remembered.
Brent and Sarah, the memorial outside of the Hartford Police Department continues to grow, and so does the outpouring of support as people traveled from all over to attend the wake today.
Always smiling, always positive, nothing brought him down.
It's how many who knew Robert Bobby Garton will remember him.
Bobby projected in a short time he was here things that officers don't do with 30 years on the job.
That commitment recognized by people coming from all over the state and beyond to pay their respects to the fallen Hartford detective.
Family forever. We have to support our family. Police family is a strong connection.
A family that's standing together through the difficult days of saying their final goodbyes to their brother in blue. Officer Brian Kearney, Garton's partner in the street crimes unit, at the front of the procession to the wake, released from the hospital just days ago after being injured in the crash that took Garton's life.
It's a tough job, and we have to go through these kind of incidences. It's really sad. It's terrible, heartbreaking.
That's when the law enforcement family leans on each other most.
The only way to get through this is together, and unfortunately we have the same experience. And so it's very important that we're there to help out in any way possible.
Chief Brian Gould of the Bristol Police Department knows the pain all too well, losing 2 officers in the line of duty nearly a year ago. It's why he stayed by Hartford Police's side.
Bristol Police Department is going to be there with the Hartford Police Department, standing shoulder to shoulder with them.
As a family, honoring the very best of one of their own.
Every day on the job for him was all the love he could ever, imagine.
A celebration of life for Garton will be held tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock at the XL Center here in Hartford. That is open to the public. Live in Hartford, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Gabby, thank you.
And tomorrow morning, several roads in Hartford will be closed for a celebration of life service for Detective Garton.
Yeah, that will take place tomorrow morning at the XL Center beginning at 10 a.m. That event is open to the public. And several roads surrounding the XL Center will be closed, but there will be parking options available nearby.
And in Wethersfield, several roads will be shut down for a procession. They'll be closed between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m.
For more information on the services for Detective Garton, visit fox61.com and the Fox 61 app. You can count on Connecticut's news station for complete coverage today and tomorrow.
Turning to the weather now, it was cooler today. Windows were open, but all eyes, of course, are on the weekend.
All eyes are on the weekend. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us now. So do we expect problems from Hurricane Lee, Rachel, or is it going to be smooth sailing around here?
I think mostly smooth sailing. You're definitely going to feel a gusty breeze, but let me tell you, this could have been so much worse if the track of this storm was 100 miles west, 200 miles west. But because it's going to stay so far out to sea, again, we get a breeze heading through the weekend, but you can still make outdoor plans and activities, which is some good news. But our friends and neighbors in Cape Cod, Nantucket, all the way up through through Maine, we'll see a bit more of a significant storm. Even there, though, it looks like the worst will end up missing, and Nova Scotia will probably end up bearing the brunt of this storm. Here's the latest track of Hurricane Lee. It has winds of 80 miles per hour, and it will make its closest pass to us in Connecticut heading into early tomorrow morning. In terms of impacts, flooding, rain, nope. In fact, most of us stay dry. Coastal flooding, none. Travel issues tomorrow, not a problem. So if you want to head to any fall fairs and festivals, that's fine. And we will see some wind gusts, mainly up to 25 to 35 miles per hour. There could be some isolated gusts to 40. We're not expecting big issues with power outages. There could be an isolated outage or two anytime there's a breeze, but overall, I don't expect it to be a big concern. Temperatures right now, yeah, it's certainly cooler out there. Upper 50s to low 60s inland, mid 60s for the Connecticut shoreline. Seeing some gusts up to 15 to 20 miles per hour. We'll see overnight lows in the 50s as we head towards daybreak. There is a slight chance for a shower in eastern Connecticut in the morning, but I think most of the state stays dry. Clouds break for some sunshine as we head towards the end of the day, but overall I think it's mostly cloudy and breezy. More sun on Sunday, and we're timing out some rain heading into next week. Your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. New tonight, Hamden police say a 20-year-old man was killed in a motorcycle crash last night. They say Stephen Marciano of North Haven crashed into a utility pole on Hartford Turnpike near Jackson Road. Police say they found him at a nearby Hamden fire station where he was being treated for his injuries. It's unclear tonight how he made it to that fire station. He was transported to a hospital but was pronounced dead later that night. Police are still investigating.
From one motorcycle crash to the next, this time in Barkhamsted, and this time involving a bear. Police say two people collided with the bear crossing Center Hill Road around 2 this afternoon. Those riders were injured, but they're expected to be okay. Police say the bear ran off, and they don't know if it was hurt in the crash.
And we have a scam warning tonight from police in Westport. They are telling residents across Fairfield County to hang up immediately if they receive a call claiming that they missed a court subpoena. Multiple people in Westport were called this afternoon by scammers demanding people pay a fine to avoid arrest. Thankfully, police say no one fell for the call and it was quickly reported. Still, they want to get the word out as they believe more of these types of calls could go out again. Well, today marked the start of an important holiday for people of the Jewish faith. Across the country, people are celebrating Rosh Hashanah.
There were multiple gatherings across Connecticut tonight, including in Elizabeth Park in West Hartford. Fox 61's Jake Garcia was there. He joins us now with more on the Jewish New Year.
People of the Jewish faith around the world celebrated Rosh Hashanah Friday. In West Hartford, members of the congregation Beth Israel gathered outdoors to celebrate the Jewish New Year.
This is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. We enter the year 5784. And as we hear the sound of the shofar, we start a new year with the hopes that the next year will be a better year for us and for all the world.
The start of a new year on the Jewish calendar is considered the birthday of the universe and marks the anniversary of creation.
And it's a chance for us to celebrate life and to think about where we've been and where we're going and who we hope to be.
It also marks the start of the High Holy Days in the Jewish faith.
It's a 10-day period of time where we think about who we may have hurt and ask them for forgiveness.
A Rosh Hashanah celebration isn't complete without apples, and when being dipped in honey, it symbolizes their hopes for a sweet year ahead.
And it's a time of renewal and reflection and getting together with family and eating and enjoying one another's company.
Rosh Hashanah is celebrated until sunset on Sunday in West Hartford. Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.